The avocado is native to the tropical and subtropical regions of the Central America and Mexico. Since pre-Columbian times, this fruit has consumed by indigenous populations, being of great importance for both the Mayan and Aztec civilizations. It was introduced by the Spanish to the Antilles, then it spread to Florida, California, and several South American countries, where genetic improvements were generated in both agronomic and quality factors. Then it spread to various regions of the world where ecological conditions exist for its development. The avocado is a fruit with increasing acceptance in consumers for its nutritional content in proteins, vitamins, minerals, and its benefit in human health thanks to its monosaturated fat that contributes to the reduction of cholesterol and triglycerides body totals. Also, for offering different options for its consumption, fresh, processed, and its use in the cosmetic industry. Avocado cultivation has great socioeconomic importance since it generates permanent and temporary jobs throughout the agricultural commercial chain, benefiting producers, marketers, service providers, industrializers, and consumers. Developing the so-called green gold maintains its productive and commercial leadership at the international level. Edaphic and climatic requirements. Weather. The wine. Its frequency and intensity cause the fall of flowers and the fruits, in certain cases entire branch breaks that often alter the balance of the plant's crown. Precipitation. The rainfall demands it 1000 to 2000 millimeters, well distributed throughout the year. However, supplemental irrigation should be provided during the dry season and heat waves. Solar radiation. Avocado branches that are so shady are unproductive. Hence, the importance of proper pruning practices and controlling plant density. Full exposure to the sunlight is highly beneficial for the crop. However, the stem and primary branches are susceptible to sunburn. Temperature. The best conditions are between 18 degrees and 25 Celsius degrees, and less than 17 degrees there are freeze set problems, and at less than 40 degrees there's no freeze set. Altitude. For commercial purpose, the Hass variety has produced from 1,200 to 1,800 meters above the sea level, but it is produced up to 250 meters above the sea level with problems of the size of the fruit. Humidity, if possible, not more than 65%. The avocado can grow in soil of a wide variety of textures, even not on floors, clayey and clayey loam as long as there is a good drainage, being the soil of light texture the optimum. Texture, frank. Depth, minimum 1.5 meters on flat soils and 1 meter on soils with slope greater than 25%. Water table. The water must be more than 2 meters deep in winter. Drainage. Excessive or excellent. It should easily filter the water in the soil. Hydrogen potential. Between 5.5 and 7.0. Slope. Slightly inclined. Clay. Soils with maximum of 30%. Organic matter. High concentration, greater than 10%. The plantation establishment. Selection of the planting area. The place where the avocado crop is to be established is fundamental for importance, as it is a perennial crop that will use have a useful life for more than 50 years, for which aspect such as the ground preparation, manual, on sloping terrain with should and this steam control is carried out manually. In addition, depending on the percent of slope, the soil conservation works are established. Mechanical. If the topography allows to the use of agricultural machinery, it must be prepared by many of subsoil steps to break the plow floor. Then a plow step to return to the top layer and two harrow steps to loosen the soil. Planting system and spacing. The planting system or frame is the way in which the plants are arranged in the field. Among the most used avocado cultivation are to the table. The trees are planted at the same distance between the plant and the furrow. Rectangular. The distance between rows is greater than the distance between plants. Staggered or hexagonal. The trees are planted in equilateral triangles with all the sides equal. The arrangement allows 50% more plants per unit area than the square frame. Seeding time. It's recommended for sowing the definitive place at the beginning of the rains, May to June, to achieve a good initial growth of the plants. However, it is possible to sow another time of irrigation is available, although the cost increases. Tutoring. It is carried out in order to correct the growth of those trees whose stem is twisted, avoid tearing by the wind and guarantees an erect growth of the trunk. Weed control methods handbook. This can be done with instruments such as a kuma or machete and chainsaw, complementary to the planting of the trees. In areas with sloping topography, the control is carried out this modality. Fertilization. The objective to increase the concentration of nutrients in the soil solution when the quantities required by the plant for its production are not present. The best yields and quality are obtained when the necessary amounts of nutrients are provided in a balanced way, at the appropriate time according to the rate of absorption of the plant and with the appropriate source of fertilizers. The harvest. The harvest is the final phase of the avocado cultivation field and the beginning of the new phase for its commercialization, in which all the tasks that allow the fruit be collected and placed on the market there are planned, organized, executed, and supervised.